And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Kahok Stadium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network as we get you ready for a little soccer action, as it is senior night. Collinsville playing host to the Mater Dei Lady Knights, and we will get started with all the pregame festivities here in just a little bit. But first, we need to get through the senior night festivities, and in just a moment, that will begin, as there are 5 seniors on this year's squad that will be recognized here tonight. And we had a chance to talk to one of them that will pass along that conversation to you in the pregame show here in just a little bit after we get through with these senior night festivities. And here in just a moment, we are going to get things going. We'll turn things over to the public address announcer here, which is none other than Mr. Chris Kettler. So all we're doing now is waiting for Athletic Director Clay Smith to give us the thumbs up to get things started. And once we do that, we'll turn things over and we'll let him go. We'll remind you right now, or we'll tell you right now, that the huddle camera that's attached to the press box up here is not working. So we're going to be using the camera that you're seeing right now for the rest of the night, although Brett Borm doesn't know that yet. He'll have to be pressed back into action after he did a great job on the camera the other night at Belleville West. So I know that he's up to it, and he'll be doing just fine. There's the rest of the team, and your 5 seniors are right down there. Talking to head coach Jody Munoz. Assistant athletic director Eric Anderson also down there with them. And we're ready to go, and we'll turn things over to Chris Kettler.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending Lady Kahok Soccer Senior Night. Time to celebrate these 5 amazing young women of the Kahok soccer team. We begin with first senior, number 22, Lydia Floss.
Never heard of that. Don't know him.
Lydia's parents are Janice and Quentin Floss. Lydia's future plans is to attend Illinois State University to major in biochemistry and become a dentist.
She follows the school district includes Maryville, Caseyville, Hollywood Heights that way, and State Park, and Fairmont City. We got a lot of poor areas that are part of, a lot of bad areas that are part of our school. Brings the grades down.
I got this microphone right here to pick up the guy talking on the PA, and your guys' conversation's coming over. Okay.
Delete that.
That's Lydia Floss. Our next senior is captain number 13, Sarah Hinzi. Sarah's parents are Julie and Bob Hinzi and stepdad Gabe Ridgely. Her future plans are attending SWIC for 2 years and then pursuing a degree in civil engineering at Missouri S&T. That's Sarah Hinzi. Next senior is number 11, Grace Lanier. Grace's parents are Stacy and Dave Lanier. Her future plans are attending the University of Arkansas to study occupational therapy. That's the senior Grace Lanier. Our next senior is number 5, Morgan Rader. Morgan's parents are Jamie and Scott Rader. Her future plans are attending SWIC to play soccer and then pursue a degree in the medical field.
Continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. It is a beautiful day to play some soccer. It's a beautiful day for just about anything. But we're going to play some girls soccer as the Mater Dei Knights come to town and take on your Lady Kahok soccer team. And joining us now as we continue our look at the seniors on this year's team, senior midfielder Sarah Hinzi, number 13 in your program. Let's start with family. Tell me a little bit about your family. Mom, dad, brothers, sisters, dogs, cats, lizards. I don't know what kind of pets you have. You let me know.
All right, sounds good. I have my mom who actually played here when she was in high school, and she was a star goalie. She was amazing. I have my dad, and then I also have a stepdad, and I have an older brother and a twin sister, actually. But they don't play any
No
sports.
pets?
I do have a dog and 2 cats.
Names.
My dog's name is Gibson, and my cats are Zeus and Gomer.
Well, those are unique names. One's named after a guitar, one's named after a Greek god, and the other one's named after a TV character.
Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right.
See, I'm old. That's why I know these things. All right, number 13. Any special reason behind that number?
It is my best friend's number, and I couldn't get my number 4 when I came into high school, so I had to pick the second best.
All right, that's a good one. All right, so let's talk about you and playing. You made the varsity roster as a freshman. A couple of goals and an assist. You got 5 points. You had a game-winning goal as well. So tell us about what you remember about your freshman year.
My freshman year, there was a lot of nerves. I didn't quite know exactly what I was doing, to be honest with you. It was a big spot to fill, and that's all I can say.
You played alongside the likes of Faith Liljegren, Lexi Munoz, Maria Voss, Claire Rindelman in goal. How much did they teach you as a freshman, and are you imparting that now on the freshmen on this year's squads because you're a senior?
Yeah, I think I looked up a lot to Lexi and Maria because they were closer to my age. They were just 1 year older than me, and they were definitely leaders on the field, and I felt like when they left, like I had to fill that spot.
All right, sophomore year, we will just barely touch on it because it got canceled because of COVID. Tell me, how did you get through all that?
You know, it was a little disappointing, but I don't think I felt the effects of it as much because I was only a sophomore and I wasn't like a junior or senior. And it was a little sad to lose that year, but I can't say I was affected as much as I felt like the seniors were and juniors that year.
All right, so let's take you to your junior year. That was last year. Second on the team in goals with 5. You had 3 assists, 13 points, and another game-winning goal. So now you've got 2 game-winning goals. How special are the game-winning goals?
They're extremely special. It's definitely a feeling that you can never get any other time on the field.
Were you surprised that you were second on the team in goals that year?
No, I don't think so. I wasn't surprised. I like to go forward. I like to shoot, and, you know, that's what I try to do.
All right, this year thus far, 1 goal, a couple of assists, good for 3 points. Still waiting on that game-winning goal for this year, but we've still got some time. So that gives you 8 goals, 6 assists, 21 points, and 2 game-winning goals so far in your career. You happy with those numbers?
I'm extremely happy with them. You know, I just come out and try to do my best and, you know, try to make things happen.
All right, let's talk about you as a senior and looking down at the roster and seeing some of these younger girls coming up. Allison Hennessy, a sophomore, Aubrey Johnson, a freshman, Ava DiGirolamo, Lyra, they're all freshmen. Are you one of those types of people that goes out of your way to help the younger ones?
I try to. It's definitely a little bit harder because I am a little bit more distance from them just because the age gap, and we just don't have like the same social groups, but I definitely want to try and look out for them and guide them in the right direction and hopefully, you know, have a good team.
All right, let's loosen things up a little bit. This is my favorite things segment, your favorite things. All right, ready? Favorite movie?
Interstellar.
Favorite kind of music?
Country.
Favorite musical performer?
Morgan Wallen.
Favorite meal?
Probably my mom's chicken and rice.
Favorite liquid refreshment?
Iced tea.
Sweetened or unsweetened?
Sweet tea.
Gotta have the sweet tea. All right, are you a book reader?
I'm so not a book reader.
Then I won't ask you what your favorite book is. All right, clothing. You a jeans and t-shirt kind of girl, or a leggings and sweatshirt hoodie kind of girl, or do you like to dress up?
I do love to dress up. That's kind of my thing.
All right, favorite class in high school?
Calculus.
Math student, man. All you sports people in your math. All right, let's talk about this season. We're going to get back to soccer now. A little bit of a disappointment in the season, I would think. It's kind of tough. It's your first year coach under Jody Munoz. You're missing your top goal scorer right now, so goals are kind of hard to come by. Give us your assessment of this year so far.
Yeah, I think from the outside it'd be a struggle, but I think from the inside there's a lot of growth, and I think the girls are doing a great job. I think Jody's doing a great job, and it's just a really big learning experience overall.
All right, talk to me about that win over Belleville West on Tuesday. Boy, did you guys need that or what?
We definitely needed that. That was the most happiest I felt in a long time, and yeah, it was just, we really needed that win.
You have Mater Dei tonight. I'm not going to ask you what you know about Mater Dei because your job is to focus on the Kahawks, but it is senior night. You're about ready to go out there with parents and stuff like that. So, number one, you're nervous just doing this interview. Are you going to be as nervous going out there on senior night?
Yeah, I'm definitely a little nervous. Yeah, just nervous.
Thank you for the visit, dear. Good luck.
Thank you.
Sarah Hinzi, midfielder, senior for your Collinsville Kahawks. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along the starting 11 to you for both sides, and then we'll have some soccer for you. All that and more coming up on the Kahawk Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual? So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
At Chiropractic Works, our mission is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. We have state-of-the-art testing available to see if we think we might be able to help you with any health issues that you're dealing with. Whether it's neck pain, back pain, headache, sinus, allergies, numbness, tingling, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, or ankle problems, we've helped many people solve these issues without the use of drugs and surgery. If you'd like to get to the root cause of your health problems, feel free to give us a call and schedule a consultation or a new patient exam to see if we think we might be able to help you.
And once again, welcome back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Todd Duke, Brett Borum with you. We're about ready for some Kahok soccer action. Collinsville taking on Mater Dei on senior night as Chris Kettler introducing the lineups now. We'll get to those after the next commercial break as we say hello once again to Brett Borum. Brett, a big win over Belleville West at Belleville West on Tuesday night. And, as we're getting down with like 6 games left in the season, man, how important is it to keep that train rolling?
That's very important at this late stage of the season, Todd. Getting back in the win column as we did the other night, getting more than 1 or 2 goals, getting 3. What I'm looking for tonight is for the girls to pile on some goals as we head back into conference play next Wednesday against O'Fallon, which, as you know, I think they smoked us the last time we played them. So goals, that's what I'm looking for tonight.
Yeah, well, we got 3 of them last time, and they've been hard and few between over these last couple of weeks. So Kira Van Dyke getting a couple of goals, and Georgia Cox chipping in on the other one. So everybody's focused on Jordan Gary and a little extent to Morgan Rader, and everybody kind of forgets about the other girls.
Yep, it's nice to get that support from those junior players, such as Kira Van Dyke and the other one that you had mentioned,
Georgia Cox,
Junior. Junior, yes. Yeah. So I mean, you got to get support from your junior class, and they're doing that. So, Jordan Gary is a heck of a player, but we got to have more help.
Yep, that's for sure, especially when you're missing your leading goal scorer. She's not the leading goal scorer any longer. That's a big 3-way tie there with Megan Jeremias, and we're hoping to get her back before the end of the month, maybe at least get back before the playoffs start.
I think they're hopeful of that. I think her parents are hopeful of that. Talked to them today, so hopefully that happens.
All right, well, our final break will come your way, and when we come back, we'll pass along the starters that are being introduced right now. That'll come after the national anthem, which is in a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
And once again, we welcome you back to Kahok Stadium. Todd Duke, Brett Borum with you as we get you ready for this game between Collinsville and Mater Dei. And here are your starters for the Mater Dei Lady Knights. You will see in goal Carissa Littikin. In front of Carissa, you will see Sierra Brinker, Brianna Nowd, Emma Eversgerd, Katie Cowgill, Avery Radin, Madison Eversgerd, still got that frog in my throat, Alexis Campworth, Emma Hulskamp, Rianne Lappy, and Kirsten Kennedy. Collinsville will counter with Addie Johnson in goal, and in front of Addie, you will find all of the seniors. That includes Morgan Rader, Grace Lanier, Sarah Hinzi, Sydney Summer, and Lydia Fluss getting the start tonight. Also out there will be Jordan Gary, Georgia Cox, Lainey Belandis, Shelby Hawk, and Sophia Kiefner. Collinsville out there in the purple uniforms, except for Addie Johnson. She has on the pink socks and the fuchsia-colored jersey, if you will. See, I know my color spectrum. And in goal for Mater Dei is Carissa Littikin, and she is in some black trousers and a red jersey. Meanwhile, her teammates are all dressed in white. They have sky blue is their colors, part of their color-coordinated Mater Dei Lady Knights garb over there. And we are just about ready to go, and we are underway. So that means I got to start my clock, and I didn't even get that thing going yet. So, and we'll do that, and we'll do that. It's such great play-by-play of me doing the clock. Awesome. All right. Let's get down to some seconds here, and we'll get it down. There we go. That's close enough. All right, so we're underway. And just to let you know, the JV game preceded this one, but it was not against Mater Dei. That was against Columbia. Kind of freaked me out when I got here. I saw the Columbia shirt sitting in the stands. I'm like, I prepared for Mater Dei, not Columbia. So as it turns out, Mater Dei didn't have enough for a JV team. So Clay Smith worked his magic and got Columbia to come up here for just a JV match. That one ended in a 0-0 tie, so no winners there. But you can count the winner amongst the Huckleberry family as Alyssa Huckleberry pitched her second straight shutout after shutting out Belleville West on Tuesday night. So that's a win.
Right.
Yeah.
That JV team is putting up zeros. You know, they've had a strong defensive showing all year, struggling to score goals, just like our varsity team here.
All right, let's take a look at some of the numbers for you as we move along here as Collinsville tries to move the ball up into the offensive side and keep it down there, but that one's picked off by the defense for Mater Dei. Addie Johnson in goal, 920 minutes. All the stats are updated now. She is 3-7-1, a couple of shutouts along the way, 21 goals against for Addie Johnson this year. Not a bad goals against average of 1.83. She's made 59 saves, and that's good for a save percentage right at 74%. Her counterpart, Carissa Littigan, has got 1,160 minutes under her belt this year. 6 wins, 8 losses, 1 tie, 4 shutouts. She's allowed 26 goals, a goals against average a little less than Addie Johnson's at 1.79, and a save percentage that's a little lower than Addie Johnson's at 71%. So the goalkeepers are kind of close there.
Sure are.
Ball over on the far sideline. Collinsville is going to get a free kick. It's going to be from about 45 yards away, but it's all the way over in front of the Mater Dei bench. And Summer plants it. Nice kick, though. That one
Beautiful.
bounces, and a one-hopper that really never got any air underneath it once it hit the ground, and it came right into the stomach there of the goalkeeper Littikin.
Jordan Gary almost got a foot on it. It might have flicked it over the goalie's shoulder.
And again, as you can probably tell, we do not have the huddle camera working tonight. Matter of fact, the whole internet is out up here. We didn't know it. Not entirely out, but it's so bad and flickery that nothing seemed to work. And unfortunately, I don't know if any of the pregame senior festivities, except for maybe the sound, got to come over the old feed here. So we apologize if we missed all that. Didn't mean to, but we didn't know until we actually went on and tried to do the usual broadcast of the game before we realized that everything was kind of wonky. So we had to switch over to the hot spot and switch over to the camera, and here we are. Here is Hinzi, our pregame guest, and she centers one out front, and it's off of both Collinsville players, Morgan Rader and Sophia Kiefner, and then sent back out by Mater Dei. But Collinsville's controlling the offensive flow right now. They send another one up front. That one's blocked out. That's going to go over the end line, and Collinsville's going to get a corner kick.
The ball was a beeline headed right for Morgan Rader, who was standing all alone inside the 6-yard box. Unfortunately for Collinsville, Mater Dei was able to just get a foot on it to clear it out of bounds.
Corner kick coming from the far side. We are just about 4 minutes into this first half. No score between Collinsville and Mater Dei. Kahok's trying to change that now. That's off the head of Jordan Gary. Heads towards the back line. And it's going to be off of the leg of one of the Collinsville players and across the end line. So it'll be a goal kick restart here for Mater Dei. Their leading scorer for the Lady Knights, that's Alexis Campworth. She has 7 goals, 3 game-winning goals. Collinsville, they have a logjam at the top of their list. Georgia Cox, Megan Jeremias, who is injured, and Kira Van Dyke, all with 3 goals. Georgia Cox, amongst those 3, is the only one that has a game winner thus far. Here's Morgan Rader coming up that near sideline, trying to race around Katie Cowgill and over across the end line. That is off
that
of.
Should be.
Yeah, that's
corner.
off of Cowgill,
Okay.
and that's a corner kick. Nice job by Rader to bank it off of her shins right there on the line.
Last second.
Yeah. Here is our pregame guest, Sarah Hinzi. Another nice interview with the kids. Last couple of few have been good, man. Lanier on Tuesday and Malachi Oliver last night. That one's going to be over the top of the net. Malachi Oliver last night with the boys volleyball team and Miss Hinzi tonight. So
who's next?
That would be tomorrow. That would be softball, and I believe I have Maddie Harris next in line to interview tomorrow. Next in line for girls soccer would be Sydney Summer.
Interesting.
I'm going by numerical order. So Sydney Summer and Lydia Fluss are the only 2 I have not interviewed yet.
Got it.
And the way the schedule is working out, this might be my last soccer game that I broadcast until the playoffs start. I was looking at the schedule, and things just aren't working out in my favor or their favor right now. So we'll see what we can do in the meantime.
So you'll do it in the playoffs then?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. So maybe I'll have to do both of them at the regional semifinal. I'm not sure. Haven't figured that part out yet. That's still a few weeks away. That ball goes out of bounds over on the far side. So sorry that we had to push you back into camera duty tonight, man. I know you were looking forward to just standing here and doing color commentary.
I like to just stand and watch.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I don't chew gum and walk well at the same time. So
we were here, a week ago tonight for that last soccer game that we did, and everything worked just fine. So I'm not sure. I know they had to bring in some new PA stuff, so I'm not sure if something got tripped up or not. I already let the man know, man, Glenn Woodcock. I already sent him a message letting him know what's going on. Collinsville breaking it up that far sideline on the left wing. That is Lydia Fluss, and she is going to – did she bank it off of her body? Yeah, nice job. Lydia got into some action at Belleville West the other night. Not much. She was only out there for about 3 minutes. And she's been working her way back, playing a little JV ball as well. But she gets the start tonight.
Deservedly so.
Oh, yeah. There's the corner kick.
There it is.
That one's over, too. That was off of Fluss's head.
Lydia just missed it.
Yep, sure did. That was almost a top shelf goal there. And
could you imagine the response from the Fluss entourage that's posted down in front of us? I think there's 1, 2, about 5 rows of the Fluss family.
Yeah. They're all wearing their nice purple T-shirts with Fluss on the back and the number 22.
Yep.
Here is Jordan Gary, number 23, over on the far side. She turns the corner, trying to get there before it goes across the end line, but she couldn't.
I think the Fluss family dropped quite a dime on the T-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
Hopefully they got a nice little discount bulk order there.
Something.
Yeah. 32:45 left to play here in this first half. No score between Collinsville and Mater Dei. And a goal kick restart by the Knights. We'll send it back out toward midfield. And it comes down onto the foot of Georgia Cox. And Cox over to Fluss right in front of the opposing bench. Back out to the defense now in Sydney Summer. Summer breaks out from midfield, looks up and sends one up into the middle, trying to find Jordan Gary there at the top of the box. Instead, it falls down, but it comes out to Kiefner, who gives it up to Hinzi.
Nice
Hinzi with a nice move. She puts one toward the goal and a little skip that just bounced about probably 5 inches before it ended up into the hands of Litikin.
Beautiful move by Sarah Hinzi to pull that ball back and get the shot off.
Out to midfield we go again. Stopped by Georgia Cox. Sends it up now for Gary. Gary sends it back over. And it comes up and finds Morgan Rader. She tips it back to herself. Tips it up into the front of the box, trying to find Fluss, who's already in the box. And then it comes back down for Morgan. Here's Hinzi with a shot to goal. Oh, boy. About 25 yards out. Sarah Hinzi gets things started, and Collinsville has a 1-0 lead.
Morgan Rader does a great job with the ball bouncing in the middle of the box, finally getting it down to her feet, finding the outlet to Sarah Hinzi with a pill in the upper right corner.
Man, you ain't kidding. That was a great shot. 31:46 left to play.
Play was started by Morgan Rader. Great job sticking with it.
Collinsville Chaos goal scored by number 13, Sarah Hinzi.
Sarah Hinzi picking up goal number 2 on the year.
Maybe by the end of the night she'll be tied for the lead with everybody else.
Yeah.
Congratulations to that senior.
Yes, exactly. It's because she did the pregame interview.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah. Can't say that because Grace Lanier didn't score one the other night. So
she played good defense, though.
If she would have scored one the other night, I would have been onto something. That one's headed back, and a whistle will stop that. So it's going to be a foul against Mater Dei. So Collinsville will have a free kick, but it's going to be from about 70 yards away. There's a little bit of a wind, and it is blowing right now at Collinsville's back. So they'll have the wind at their back for this first half. They'll have to face the wind in the second half. But, again, it's not that strong, maybe about 8-9 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's been pretty light most of the day.
Yeah.
Tell you what, it got warm this afternoon. Man.
Felt great.
Came out of work, and I thought I was going to sweat to death.
Yeah. I got to take off my jacket for the first time in a long time.
Nice. It was nice.
We do have a chance of rain moving in, but that's not supposed to happen until after the game's over, somewhere around the 11 o'clock area. Nothing major, just a couple of stray showers here and there. And another gorgeous day on tap tomorrow. It's supposed to be sunny and 82 later on in the afternoon, and we have some softball for you. And finally, it'll be softball weather. Coming up on the first 10 minutes being gone here in this first half. Collinsville leads 1-0. I should probably add that goal onto my scoreboard, huh? And the Kahawks with the ball back. That's off of a body up front. That had to sting Sierra Brinker just a little bit because that was from close range. Another throw-in coming for Collinsville over on the far side. Lainey Belandis will throw it in, and it's kicked right up into the air by Mater Dei, and they'll head it toward their bench once again, but this time they settle it down before it goes out of bounds. And they'll try to work it up on offense. They have not been down to that end of the field yet.
It's a good sign.
Yeah, Addie Johnson's had a pretty easy go of it so far. Here is Hinzi, who scored the goal. Gets it over here to Shelby Hawk. Shelby had a great game against Belleville West the other night.
She did. Very active.
Here is Grace Lanier. That one ends up going out of bounds off of her. And a throw-in coming here from Emma Eversgerd. Eversgerd gets it into Radin. And then back to the defense it goes now to Cowgill. Cowgill sends it back up, but it's picked up there by Morgan Rader, and she tried to and almost found Kiefner. Kiefner had to come back and retract and found it again and gets it to Hinzi, and Hinzi will send it back to her defense in Sydney Summer. Summer will send it over to the far side defender. That is Lainey Belandis. Belandis sends it on up. Jordan Gary tries to circle with it, but the ball spun away from her at the same time, and this one's going to roll all the way to Addie Johnson, who will just send a pass over onto the far side for Kiefner. Or excuse me, that's Belandis. And that one banks off of a couple of legs and comes loose, but Mater Dei is there to pick it up, and they'll try to get it out of there. And all the way over here on this near side is Eversgerd. Eversgerd turns, gives the ball up now to Radin. Radin back over to Eversgerd, just banked off of her feet. And Collinsville and their midfielders pitch in for a little defense, and now Sydney Summer will chase the ball down and send it up the sideline and find Lydia Fluss, and now the ball all the way back out to midfield. Here is Morgan Rader. Rader off of the backside of Jordan Gary. If she wouldn't hit Jordan with it, it would have went all the way down.
Yeah. Coach Munoz coming back out at the start of this match, moving Jordan Gary back up to the 9 position. She had started her there the other night against Belleville West and then quickly made an adjustment and moved her back to a center mid role. So something to keep an eye on tonight.
Baseball team lost this afternoon, a close game at Waterloo, 3-2. Gotta write these things down or I'll forget. Cox sends it up, tried to feed Gary with it, and
just behind her.
Yeah, just behind her, and Mater Dei defense was there to take care of that. Cardinals are in action right now. Blues are in action later tonight. All the way out there on the West Coast, those 9:30 starts. Those are rough.
Number 20, Morgan Lane.
Rough for the fans.
Sure.
Morgan Lane checks into the game for Collinsville.
Lydia Fluss catching a sub.
Okay. Got to get that vascular system back to used to running back and forth on a soccer field, right?
Right.
Yeah. Here is Hinzi. Hinzi off the backside of one of the Modern Day players, all the way over onto the far side, into the middle circle now. That is Georgia Cox. Cox sends it up. Jordan Gary stops it, trying to settle it down. And then she picks her head up, turns, and finds Kiefner over here, but had too much air underneath it.
Right idea.
Softball for you tomorrow. Collinsville and Edwardsville. Just saw that over this past Saturday where the Edwardsville Lady Tigers took a doubleheader from Alton Marquette, and that was the 500th win for Lori Blade as the Lady Tigers head softball coach.
Now, is that program there at Edwardsville for the girls as strong as the boys baseball program?
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Oh, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got my notes all ready to go, but yeah. The Lori Blade era continues on the softball side. She gave up the basketball duties in April of 2020, but she has over 700 wins in girls basketball and over 700 wins in girls softball.
Holy cow.
Only male or female head coach in the state of Illinois to have 700 wins in 2 different sports. That is amazing.
So how far does that go back? How many years?
She started off in Carrollton back in the late 90s. She is in her 25th year of coaching softball, and I think she put in, I want to say, 22 years as a basketball coach. So, yeah, she's
pretty impressive.
Yeah. She's already in a number of Hall of Fames. 1-0 in favor of Collinsville. 25 minutes and some change left. Litikin will send the ball back out toward midfield, and just past the head of Morgan Rader. Ball ends up coming down over on the far side. Georgia Cox over there trying to wrestle it away from Sierra Brinker. Brinker gets a foot on it and sends it back to Collinsville's defense, and here is Sydney Summer. I told her she was next on the interview. She's like, okay. She's the only one that didn't look nervous.
I'm sure she's not.
Yeah, I've talked to her before. I've talked to her after volleyball games. Across the inline, that one goes. It's going to be a goal kick restart coming up here for Modern Day.
My kids used to go to daycare with with all the summer kids when they were probably from birth until, gosh, the age of 4 or 5 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. She looks the same.
Yeah.
Just a little older.
Just a little older, yeah.
Yep.
I hear you. That one spins all the way out of bounds, and that one just off of the foot there of Katie Cowgill, and it had a weird spin on it, and it actually spun past 2 players before it went out of bounds. Another one that goes out of bounds. That one's off of Eversgerd, so another throw-in coming up here for Shelby Hawk. That's just a cool name.
It is.
Shelby Hawk. I'm Shelby Hawk.
Sounds like a bad, you know what.
Yeah, it almost sounds like a female PI.
There you go.
Shelby Hawk, PI. Here's Morgan Rader. Rader sends it on over to Belandis. Belandis will send it up to the top of the box, trying to race in. There is Kiefner. She's got a little bit of room, trying to get around a player off the shins. Gets it back over to Gary. Gary got pinched from behind there by Brinker at the last moment, and Gary couldn't get off a shot. Here is Shelby Hawk. Hawk will send it back to the defense now, and here is Lanier. Lanier sends it over to Belandis. Belandis has that head up, looking to see if she can find. Can't find much. Gives it to Cox right in front of her. Georgia gets double teamed. It's taken off the ball, and Modern Day ends up with it once again. Here is Sierra Brinker. Brinker loses the ball. Now back out to the midfield circle in Sydney Summer. Summer, she'll send it up to Jordan Gary. Gary went right between her legs and right between the legs of Cowgill as well. Double 5-hole. Back to the defense for Modern Day. Up once again to Brinker. Brinker. Oh, that was a nice little intercept there by Belandis. And Collinsville tries to work it up. They call that pinching in from the defense in hockey. I'm going to call it the same thing here.
Sure.
Nice job pinching in. Now back out to Hinzi. Hinzi has the lone goal so far in this game. 1-0 in favor of Collinsville. Coming up on 22.5 minutes to play here in this first half. That ball is going to roll all the way down, and it's going to be taken just at the edge of the box there by Littigan. And she'll send us back to action here in just a moment. To midfield. And off of Lanier over to Hinzi. Hinzi will send it back to Hawk. Shelby right down underneath our location. Skies the ball trying to find Morgan Rader, but instead off the head of Madison Eversgerd. But still back to Hinzi. Hinzi back to Shelby Hawk. Hawk with it. Fake sending it back to the defense. Now she'll send it all the way across to the other side to Belandis.
Change that point of attack.
Melanda sends it up, finds Gary just outside the box, but offside, I believe, all the way over on the far side. We had Morgan Lang, who was back behind the defense.
Shelby Hawk doing a great job of changing that point of attack. It's all cluttered up over here on the right side. She's looking for an outlet pass, doesn't see it. Switch fields.
These two teams don't have much history together. Matter of fact, they met 8 times between 2009 and 2014, and not really since then. Collinsville, though, 7-0-1 in those games. They've outscored Mater Dei in those 8 games, 29-3. The last meeting was in May of 2014. Collinsville won that game 7-0. After 1 goal in the first half, Collinsville puts up 6 in the second half, and they had 7 goals scored by 6 different Lady Kahawks.
Yeah, I didn't think Breeze was known to be a
powerhouse
in soccer.
No, their women's sports are all about volleyball and basketball.
Okay. I know they're on the boys' schedule. They were for the last 2 years. They've been on the boys' schedule. So
yeah, they've
must be a partnership.
The boys have good basketball and good football. I got to do a couple of years out there. We have a stopped clock. Not sure what,
I
but
hope there's not lightning or something going on.
I don't think so.
Okay, what is?
Clay Smith is talking to somebody about something.
He's calling them off the field.
Really? Is there really lightning? Well, I guess we are in a lightning delay. Well, we are not going to stick around for a 20-minute lightning delay, so we're going to have to shut everything down, and we'll find out if we can fire everything back up here in a little bit. But I would assume those storms are probably a good 50 to 80 miles off. I don't know. At any rate, we are in a delay, so we'll be back here in just a little bit on the Kahok Sports Network.